Hello and welcome back to Chess of Blades, where I'm pretty sure we're doing Lance's story. I could be wrong. But anyways, we're going to be entering Lance's room, who happens to be yelling at someone about searching for the latest diamonds. But anyways, let's continue. Well, I can't certainly tell that voice from just about anywhere. Or I could tell that of them. Oh, the guard, okay. Sure enough, a moment later, a door slightly down the hall suddenly flies open. The guard stumbles out a little frantically. Once he notices my staring, he quickly straightens his posture and turns to march down the hall, probably nourishing the injuries that Linus Vance's words inflicted upon him. Wait for him to get out of sight before stepping up to the door, tentatively peering inside. What meets my gaze is a pair of narrow, hawkish blue eyes behind lenses, boring holes into my skull. Hi, Linus.
Do you care to explain what exactly you're doing? As much as I would love to entertain your inanity, Vanson, I've got my hands rather full right now, you see.
Well, you see, we have the diamonds. Which just happens to be in our rooms. When I hesitate and avert my gaze for a moment in response, Linus seems to sense something's wrong because he suddenly changes his expression to a more curious one.
I really wish I was only here to pester you, but it's something far more serious than that, I'm afraid.
We're being framed. Lance presses his lips together, tightly pushing up his glasses with two fingers. Also, I don't stop. Okay. I'm just making sure everything's recording fine. Anyways, Lance presses his lips together, tightly pushing up glasses with two fingers. A moment later, he impatiently wavers for me to step further into his room.
Are you waiting for the seasons to change, perhaps? Stop standing around like a fool and tell me what the matter is.
I realized this whole time, I think the game I was pretty low. Whoops. Anyways, let's pretend like nothing happened. Are you, yeah, who's that?
Yes,
Still not
testiness.
So I step into Linus's chambers, closing the door behind me. The room seems like something in between a bedroom and an office. Although I don't know if it's like this because Linus is investigating, or if he's so addicted to his work that he requested it before the party even began. I contemplate for a moment how to approach the subject, but considering how impatient and high-strung the Inquisitor seems to be right now, probably best to get to the point. Probably.
This is going to sound very strange, and you're probably not going to believe me, but...
Taking a deep breath, I reach into my shirt and pull out the glittering diamonds, holding them out to Linus. His eyes go as wide as saucers for a moment, and the look of shock on his face is one I'd find quite amusing if not for the dire situation.
I found these in my room not long ago. Someone had put them under my bedsheets for whatever godforsaken reason. Now, as implausible as this may sound, I'm sure you realize it doesn't make a lot of sense for me to turn myself in as a thief if I'd actually stolen them. Right?
Oh, let's hope. Let's hope. Lance's expression gradually returns to a grim, solemn state, although now a crease of confusion lines his brow. He reaches out to take the diamonds from my outstretched hands, examining them for several seconds. Soon after, though, he lets out a long and distressed sigh, setting the necklace on his desk and rubbing a hand against his forehead.
Thieves turning in stolen items to avoid suspicion is not unheard of, but I don't deem you clever enough for that. Or foolish enough to have actually stolen them, I suppose.
Thank God. His insult would have normally soured my mood, but right now I can only exhale in relief at the lack of suspicion in his voice.
While I'm glad you were honest about where you found these, it complicates matters a great deal.
I'd imagine.
You'll have to be questioned in order to draw out any potential clues as to the thief's identity. And on a more unsettling level, the fact that these meddlesome rocks were in your room suggests someone was attempting to frame you. Which makes the matter stranger still.
I would imagine it would. claps his hands behind the back, paces a little, closing his eyes as if trying to make some sense of the puzzle before us.
Well, I'll answer any questions happily. I have no desire to be caught up in any of this nonsense, and the sooner it's resolved, the better. And surely with our brave Grand Inquisitor on the case, things will be over in no time.
Right here, men. Open the door, and let's continue our search.
Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh, no. How is this gonna play? Shit! Worst timing! Suddenly, a loud voice echoes from the hallway. The doors burst open, and a few guards hustle inside. Oh, fuck this guy. Shit. Along with the tall, lanky man.
Very sorry about this, old friend, but not even the Inquisitor is exempt from the room searches, considering the gravity of the situation.
He's the thief, isn't he? This would only make sense if it's like this. Fuck. I'm gonna assume it's Raphael. But how the situation looks, he's gonna assume one of us, or both of us, is the thief. Shit. A look of absolute disgust slowly darkens Lance's features as he stares at Raphael. I thought I'd seen the pinnacle of his iciness during the dinner with Franz, but this is far worse. How much hatred can one man even have?
You'll be pleased to know, Justicia, that the diamonds have already been found.
His voice dripping with contempt, Lance holds out the necklace in one hand, as if tempted to throw it at the other man. In response, Raphael's brow abruptly lowers to a frown, eyes narrowing in intense suspicion.
Oh, and just where might they have been found, my good Inquisitor?
I reflexively grow tense, trying my hardest not to fidget in place or give into the urge to run out the door. Considering the amount of guards around, though, I doubt that'd be a very successful plan. I doubt to.
I spotted them tucked behind one of the king's favorite statues in the South Hall. It seems our thief lost his nerve rather fast.
Linus? What are you doing? To my surprise, Linus rolls out a casual lie, sounding so nonchalant and dismissive that you think he'd completely believe every word he's saying. He doesn't bat an eye, instead stares flatly at Raphael, all the while, who stares back, skeptical raise of one eyebrow.
Ah, very interesting indeed. Quite a fortunate coincidence that you should be the one to find them.
Shit, that wasn't good enough light, was it? Oh god. Linus! Raphael's lips curl in a challenging, proactive grin, while Linus only glares back contemptuously, radiating such an icy aura that it feels like the room just got a bit chiller. Tension quickly mounts the seconds of silence that follow, and both the guards and I glance between the two men in anticipation. They're going to question each other, aren't they? Then...
Inquisitor! Inquisitor, it's terrible! The Duchess has...
Huh? Familiar red-haired figure comes all but flying to Lance's room. It was not very cramped before, it certainly is now. My shock at seeing Arden appear out of the blue, however, is magnified by how distressed his normally cheerful features look. I can immediately tell it's something very serious, and I get the uncomfortable feeling that my early apprehension is about to be justified.
The Duchess. She's been murdered. Poisoned. Poisoned in her very own room.
So there's still a murder. Good to know. Good to know they still keep that in the story. So a deafening silence sweeps through the chamber. No one dares to move or breathe, and it feels like time momentarily grinds to a halt. I don't know. Inquisitors just both stare at Ard for a little while before their gazes flick back to each other. Arden seems to notice me a moment later, and he looks over in my direction, with his eyes blinking wide in surprise. give him a helpless shrug. Okay. As horrible as it is, I'm almost thankful that the tension has been drawn away from the stolen diamonds. Maybe it'll incentive these two to work together rather than against each other.
Relay to the captain of the guard that I want her room preserved and cordoned off from entry. Find out who visited her chambers today and detain all of them for questioning.
Well, we haven't seen the Duchess, so we're good. We're out. So it's Linus who breaks the silence first, brisk and cool. Words going through the air like shards of ice. In response, Arlen quickly dips his head in acknowledgement, his lips pressed together in a sullen line.
Understood, sir.
Oh, and do your best to keep the guests from learning about this matter. I know your loquacious inclinations will make that difficult, but keep in mind your salary will suffer under the weight of every unfortunate rumor.
What's happening with Arden? Now I really want to side with this story if we haven't already. We're sticking with Linus. That's all the idea, but we'll see if we actually go with Arden. Since I don't know whose choice used what. This last threat doesn't seem lost on Arden. He swallows hard and offers another hasty nod. I guess the Inquisitor's office has some weight with the Royal Guard too. Poor Arden. Yeah. I feel bad for him. With that, I mean, it's not like I don't feel bad for him already. So with that, there's a quick retreat from Linus's room. The thudding of his footsteps soon disappears into silence.
Now, if you see fit to cease leaving your muddy footprints all over my fine carpet, that would be marvelous.
So as all eyes return to Linus, who seems markedly more displeased and ruffled than he did before.
Need I repeat myself? Out, I say, out!
The guards all quickly stiffen to attention and shuffle out into the hall, despite apparently being under Raphael's command. Raphael himself, however, lingers for a few moments longer to let out a slight scoff, shaking his head.
Very well, very well. The plot thickens. Now a murderer must be brought to justice under most suspicious circumstances indeed.
He has to be the one, right?
I would like to remind you, Justicia, that this crime is currently under my investigative authority. After the culprit is found, I will gladly hand him over to your manicured claws.
Okay. Narrowing his eyes, Raphael squints at Linus for a moment at his reply. I can't help but notice a resemblance in their sharp, hawkish expression, although whether it's due to their similar positions or something else entirely, I can't say for sure.
We'll see about that, won't we, Inquisitor? Good evening.
It's clearly they are competitors of some sort. So with that, he flourishes his cape and swivels around. For a moment, our eyes meet. Corners of his mouth curl proactively upward, reaches up to his hat, to me, jaded eyes sparkling with a sly light. I don't like this. I don't like what he has planned for us. Then, as if nothing happened, he turns back to stride out into the hall with theatrical flair.
Come, my friends, we have work to do.
God, I hate this guy. I hate this guy in a funny way, if anything, because I'm like, God damn it. He's gonna cause trouble, I think. So as the bustling sound of Raphael and his guards gradually fades out down the corridor, I clamber though a bit awkwardly and turn towards the door.
Well, I'll leave you to your work then. If any more expensive jewelry shows up in my bedroom, I'll let you know.
Or is he here to question us a bit more? As I start sidling close to the threshold.
Wait.
He sounds concerned. That's different. Oh, what the hell is with you, Linus? I freeze all but cringing at being called back so close to my escape. Should have expected he'd remember that business about questioning. I was a fool to think I could evade it. But when I turn around to face Linus once more, his expression has unexpectedly grown a little hastened. Even uncertain.
I wanted to ask if you have already made plans for the masquerade.
What the fuck, Linus? This is not you. What the fuck?
Made plans?
Hello. Well, what is this all about? You don't. I thought. Okay. We'll go with this. My confused reply makes him quickly return to his scowl. Although this one's a little more impatient than angry.
Yes, for the dance. Do you have, a date? A prior engagement? Must I spell it out?
Oh, you are such a yandere. Or not. Yandere? Whoa, shit. No, that is not. What am I thinking? Tsundere. That's the word, not yet. God. If he was a killer, holy shit. Whoops! Wrong terms that I was trying to use. Am I misreading things, or is he trying to suggest what I think is? Oh yeah, he is suggesting it. For whatever reason. That's not like him, but whatever. This night just keeps getting more bizarre by the second.
No, I haven't made any plans. To be honest, I'd almost forgotten about it.
Lance seems to relax slightly at that, reaching a hand up to adjust his glasses with a sublime confidence, fast returning.
In that case, why don't we attend together? I have a feeling that with all these despicable acts occurring, something will inevitably take place on the final day.
Oh
of
no
the
shit.
celebration.
Oh no shit.
So keeping an eye on the ball would be prudent.
While I'm admittedly stunned, I find it hard to say no for a number of reasons. Not to mention that the prospect of Elias dancing is quite comical appealing.
Well, it's impossible to turn down an invitation from the Grand Inquisitor, isn't it? I think we can work something out.
Can we? Can we? So my mildly coy response makes him blink in surprise for the briefest of moments. Soon after, the corners of his mouth turn upward slightly, and his strained brow softens a little.
Good. Perhaps it will be an enjoyable droplet in the sea of pain that this celebration has become.
The atmosphere suddenly feels a little more intense, maybe even awkward. But hearing something other than a cold remark from his frigid man tickles. Wait, what? Wait, hold on, I feel like really. Cold remark from his frigid man tickles me. For some reason, I can't really explain. Okay, I was kind of reading that, right? I don't know.
Now, enough chatting. Quit distracting me and go skitter back off to your room.
I don't know what to think about this, Linus. This is different. I'm so used to being such an ass. But now he's being sarcastic. So he soon shoos me off, and I make a graceful retreat before he starts yelling again. As I leave, though, it feels like his azure eyes are following me, that piercing stare, palpable even when I'm not looking at him directly. I return to my room far less worried than I left it, strolling through the halls with a sense of great relief after dumping the necklace on Linus. That's not to say, however, that my sense of apprehension is completely gone. After all, I still don't know how the gems got in my room to begin with, or who put them there, and why. The Duchess murdered feels like far too much of a coincidence to be unrelated to the theft of her necklace. The culprit is caught by Linus. That means an assassin is running around somewhere, and if that doesn't give a man goosebumps, I don't know what would. So the warmth of my chambers make a sense of drowsiness quickly creep up on me. And after undressing and grooming myself a lot, I waste some time heading over to my bed to be sure to pat down the covers in case there's any other valuable things under inside them. But to my relief and my maybe slightly disappointed, there's nothing else.
Just as well, I suppose.
Curl under the sheets and close my eyes with a long yawn, worries and stress of the night still clouding the back of my mind. I'll certainly have some tales to tell about this damn party once all over. And with any luck, nothing else too terrible will happen in the next few days. Wistful thinking maybe but a man's allowed to dream. Dan more ... What does that mean? Okay. Okay. internal clock nags for me to get out from under the covers, but I admittedly refuse. It's too early, damn it.
Ugh, fine.
So I throw the sheets off vehemently, annoyed at not being able to peacefully drift back to sleep. As my bleary eyes adjust to the sunlight, I can gauge from the sky's brightness that it's probably mid-morning. Luckily, it looks like a beautiful day outside, so I could probably enjoy myself quite a bit out at the festival. That doesn't smudge the fact that I'm still very much not a morning person. I feel like death as I drag myself out of bed. I pull my clothes on and probably miss a few buttons on my shirt in the process. Still managing to look at least decently presentable. So, everything's different. Gosh. Because I'm very curious if I'm going to have to do 10 parts of everyone's playthrough. God, I hope I don't have to. God, I don't want to make a giant playthrough of another visual novel because I'm still playing the letter. The prospect of food has me decently excited, though I don't dawdle any longer in my room before heading out into the hall. Cheerful sound of people chattering both nearby and in the main hall stream through the corridor, making for pleasant ambience, even though I'm very much not a people person. People are like dogs, you know? As long as they're just passively doing their own thing, good distance away and not jumping all over me, I have no problem with them. So, like art, I guess. So I head through the corridor and in the direction of the lower level, emerging onto the crowded balcony. I start to descend the stairs as I start making my way towards the main exit. My eyes are suddenly drawn to a pair of contrasting figures nearby. I suck at words. A tall, well-dressed man and a little girl. Silas and Hazel? And after a look over in the direction for a few months, Hazel notices me and jumps excitedly with a happy wave to beckon me over. Normally the prospect of socialization never has me brimming with excitement, but I'll admit that these two seem to be some of the most decent people I've met so far. The fact that Hazel's child doesn't mean she's discounted, you know? Still, why is Silas a bit weird?
Hello, hello. If it isn't everyone's favorite little maidette and her butler's sidekick. What are the two of you up to today,
Hazel giggles and looks up at Silas, who seems only vaguely amused by my greeting.
Hello, sir. Silas wanted me to help him with his duties today, so I'm doing lots of important things.
Hi, is that so? I'm sure you'll definitely outshine his performance. He might even lose his job to you, really.
That is most hurtful, sir. Although I will admit that Hazel has the most enviable work ethic.
He gives me a little smirk, glancing down at the girl and offering a light pat to her head. His behavior seems more relaxed than last night, but I can't help but wonder what that was really about. Even now, his eyes look particularly watchful. Oh shit, what if he's the one who put the diamonds in our room? Because the butlers do have extra keys. Or keys that unlock all the doors. So I wonder. Scanning occasionally around the room with more knees than merely a butler looking to be of help to any guest. Maybe I should try to get him alone at some point just to just to assuage my curiosity. Although he doesn't seem like the type to be very open about that sort of thing.
Anything exciting happening in either of your lives? Or perhaps you're privy to some fun rumors floating around?
Hazel purses her lips together in response, her eyes flickering up to the ceiling in thought while she plays with one of the ribbons in her hair.
Well, I saw a lot of guards today. They were asking people questions and it looked really serious.
Oh yeah, it is. It is very serious.
And there was this big, tall man with them, with a really fancy cane and a loud voice.
Oh god. Okay, I already know.
Magician a little.
Yep. Circus magician. That sounds very much like what's Raphael.
Hazel,
I already know.
You shouldn't talk about the Justicia like that. He's a very well-respected man, you know.
Is he? I can't imagine how. I can't. He is just so weird. So Cyrus cuts in quickly to reprehend Hazel, his tone sounding a little sharper than usual.
Oh, sorry. I'm sure he's a very nice man. Just like Sir Rivian.
No.
You're too kind, Hazel. I'm not sure how I feel about being compared to the Justicia, though.
Yup. Yup. Now that I think about it, isn't it a little strange that Raphael is going around investigating? After all, I thought Elias was in charge. And it certainly seems like he has no intention of working with the Jessicar, whom he clearly doesn't hold much affection for.
You're going out to the festival, sir. I wish I could see it again, but I have to stay with Cyrus.
Well, if you're a good girl today and don't cause any unwarranted mischief, then I'll take you to the festival tomorrow. How does that sound?
Is that okay? So expression shifts slightly at my offer, although the faint look is in my throat. Faint look of concern that enters his gaze, probably due to something other than Hazel's mischief-making inclinations.
Yes, please. I'd love to. Sir Rivian is the best, isn't he, Silas?
He certainly is, Hazel.
Why do I get a feeling of disapproval in his voice? An uneasy wan smile tugs on his lips, but I still feel like something's rather amiss with him today. Oh, my own paranoia isn't getting better. No, it's getting better me too, so... What is with Silas?
Excellent. I'm off for now, then. Stay out of too much trouble, you two.
I'll try my best.
I'm very suspicious of Silas. What the fuck? Oh, okay, why is it all bright light? What is happening? What is happening? Chuckling at Hazel's enthusiastic cry to me as I leave them behind, I finally head out into the castle grounds and basking in the warmth of the morning sun. Is this what sunlight is? Jesus Christ, that is bright. Second day of the outdoor festival seems even more crowded than the first. Plethora of guests swarming around the mini stalls. This is probably my favorite music, I think. Just how upbeat it is, I guess. Murdered my way into the sea of fancy dresses and dashing summer suits, strolling along with the flow of people. Using. Right? The various wares offered by the merchants. Wine sand catches my attention along the way, and I happily take a little glass to brighten my mood. As I walk, suddenly spot a familiar crop of red hair not far off. Oh, hello, Arden. Arden, headed down and walk fast. Maybe he won't see us? See me? No, he will. Oh, shit, we actually escaped him. Oh, okay. Heading further along the festival main road, and I let a pleased sigh of relief. He catches up, doesn't he? Hold on, is that... God damn it! You can't escape, can you? You gotta choose one or the other, right? Is there everyone I don't want to see out in a mess today or something? Next thing you know, that woman from yesterday will.
Oh, you? Is that my little cutie I see over there?
Fuck, is this girl again? Shit.
Rivian?
Okay, well.
Why me?
Okay, hi Franz. I guess we're stuck with you. Crying out to the... Oh, never mind. We're just escaping. Crying out to the cruel gods. I dash off into the crowd, pushing aside shoulders and squirming through the couples to my escape. I just want to enjoy a festival, damn it. Luckily, after I escaped for the second time, I don't see anyone else I recognize coming to torment me. However, my glass is now empty, my feet are a little sore from running, and I'm feeling a bit claustrophobic. As my throat is drying up, my god. From how many people there are around. Hold on. There we go, I think that's better. I don't know where this could possibly lead. Let's look for a bench?
This is just awful.
I don't know what these two choices will lead us to. These are so random. Okay. Sighing a self-pity, I idly search around for a bench, plucking at my shirt a little, which feels itchy and slightly more uncomfortable than normal. Probably because of the wine.
Mm-hmm.
I look for a place to recover from my near-death experience. My eyes are drawn to a small tent a little bit off the main path. What? A man stands just outside the entrance, smoking a pipe. Don't they... Does that say tarot reading? What? Okay. Did he just wink at me? What the hell was going on? Is this the secret fourth guy we could be with by chance? Because for his name was colored. Because normally anyone that's important has their name colored. So did he just wink he definitely winked at me.
You're steering, you know. You don't have to be shy. If you're curious about getting your cards read.
I'm not
Okay.
shy. I just don't believe in that sort of rubbish. Why would I waste my money?
Tarot reader shrugs playfully, emptying some ash from his pipe onto the ground nearby.
You're a nobleman, aren't you? I find it hard to believe that money is an issue for you. Beyond that, you look incredibly bored, I have to say.
Where is this leading? As much as I'd like to, it's difficult to argue with what he's saying. The thought of getting out the heat and into a cool tent is a little compelling, I'll admit.
I found you. Stop running away from me, darling. You're so mean.
Whatever, okay, tarot reading it is.
So, let's get started.
Yep. To get away from her, sure. So I dash into his tent so fast that my shadow's probably a few seconds behind. As my eyes adjust to the low light, I hear the tarot reader's voice from just outside.
Sorry. Tarot sessions are private, I'm afraid. I'm sure the young man will catch up with you later.
Aw. A few moments pass, and then the tarot reader ducks inside, letting out a slightly amused sigh. Whoa! What the Who are you?
Well, take a seat. Let's get started.
Hello, tarot reader. What the heck? He motions to one of the chairs, which I gladly sink down into. You seem very important. I've not seen you in the opening. What the fuck? I can't help but watch with skepticism. However, as he picks up the deck of cards lying on the table and starts to shuffle them.
I really don't buy this kind of thing, you know.
Shh. I can sense a strong mystery about you. And I feel like the cards will tell us something very interesting indeed.
I would imagine. Though we're going to have to find out in the next video. So, if you enjoyed the video, get the like button. If you want to know what the hell's with this guy, probably, get the subscribe button to be notified of any videos I make. And if you guys got anything to say, maybe if you know who the hell this guy is, how important he may be, I don't know. Or maybe you're surprised I don't know. Tell us something. Tell me what you think in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Comrades?